Hello everybody, welcome back to the YouTube channel. Today this is the video on replacing the carburetor on this 21 horsepower single cylinder Briggs & Stratton intek. I got sent this carburetor from Hipa. You can check them out. They asked me what I was working on, and I said, hey, got this mower that I mow my grass with, because it's a personal mower. And I'm like, well, it kind of runs like garbage and I need a carburetor. So they're like, alright, what kind of engine you got? And I'm like, alright. I got a carburetor sent to me. So I already got the air filter cover and the air filter off. That also came from Hipa. It's a very, very nice filter. So first off, some engines don't have this, or they're supposed to, but if yours was messed with before, it probably won't have it. But there's a screw down in there you got to get out that holds this to the intake pipe. So I do believe that is a 5/16. I can get it out of my tools up here. And another thing, I don't have my tripod on me. I don't know what I did with it. I lost it. Oh nope, not that size. Nope, it's quarter. So this video is going to be kind of all over the place. Don't worry about that, and sorry about that, but I am working with what I got. So anyways, get this 1/4 inch screw out of here. You can see past my fat hand if I get my fat fingers down in there. Hey, put that somewhere where you're not going to lose it. So like right there on the foot pad where you're going to kick it and knock it off. So now this tube is loose from the cover. So yeah, I forgot. So you have to take the cover off. So that's just 4 bolts. One there, and then the corresponding spot on the other side. So once that's done, I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back. I got the 4 bolts out. These 2 go in the wait a second. I believe those 2 go in the front. Don't quote me on that. But 2 go in front, 2 go in the back, obviously. One is different, so pay attention to that. Okay, so the oil drain tube, make sure it's disconnected. Hold the dipstick closer to the engine so the cover will slide up over it. And just pull. And you can throw that to the side. And here's your motor. So now we can see carburetor and stuff. I should probably throttle down now. Okay, there we go. I'd ran it out of fuel, although there's still fuel in here, but it shut off. So, here, this is the throttle. This is the choke. It's spring loaded, so it returns back to its original spot. So I do believe these are 7/16, and if you want to make it easier, you can do this. But I think I'm just gonna leave that on there for now. That's kind of hot because I just had this running. Yeah. It's kind of warm. Anyways, don't be stupid and touch everything that's attached to the block and hot and stuff. This video is going to be all over the place. Wow. Be right back. So I'm back, and these nuts are in fact 7/16. Apparently I did not have that tight. Did I not? When I put this back together last time, did I not tighten anything? Wow. That's real smart of me. That's fine, right? Yeah. It's not even an issue or anything. But, wow. I get my big, stupid, fat fingers down in there. Wow, I feel like I should make a separate bloopers video for this. So bad. So anyways, there's 2 emission hoses. One that's attached right there, you can just wiggle it off. And that one you can just leave attached if you'd like. It just goes to the top of the gas tank. You can just let it hang. Okay, so now that that's off, there's these. And that there is basically just loosening the whole stud out of here. So you take the studs out and you can pull the carburetor off. So I'm gonna figure out what size this is real quick and I'll be right back. Okay, so sorry for the wind noise, by the way. I'm putting an 8mm on this because that's all I have in my gear wrench set right here. So loosen up these studs enough to where you can turn them out with just your fingers. Wow, if I get the wrench on there. So turn them out some turns until you can turn them with just your fingers. Okay, so those are good. So now I'm just gonna take this fuel line off. Some might drip out of here because this is like this, but it might be airlocked since this is off. Not sure, but I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back here. I must have ended the video or something. I'll have to like somehow mush that back together, but it didn't leak, so we're good. This carburetor is now kind of loose, so now all I got to do is take out the studs. This video would go a lot faster if I had my tripod, because I can use actually both of my hands, but here we are. So be very, very careful when taking this stuff apart, because you don't want to bend any of these linkages. And there's a little spring right here. If I could separate it from the linkage right here. It's attached in that same, or no, it's attached in a separate hole. So remember, that's there. It also attaches back there. It's a spring on there. So, and then this just slides in and out of the thing right there. So when I take this carburetor off, I'll just slide this out, and then I'll take this off and put it back in when I'm ready. But for now, just take the studs out. Okay, now that the carburetor's dropped down and loose, I can turn it. Actually, no. I'll pull out, and you're just going to want to turn this linkage and take it off. So, 1 second. Okay, so I got that linkage off. Now this one is a little more complicated, especially because I only have one hand. But you got to turn the spring down and then push up on it. Man, this is a really bad video. And this has that kind of bend on it, so you have to turn it this way to get it off. So get that out. Don't break the spring. Don't bend anything. Be right back. And once all that is attached, and you take the, or it depends on what engine you have. You might not have this, but the solenoid fuel shut off. Unplug that, and just like that, your carburetor's off. And then, oh, it looks like it might have been leaking at one point. Apparently I never really pay much attention to my equipment until it has a problem, which I should probably pay attention to that. I neglected my oil change for like a year, and the oil was getting pretty dark, so I'm like, you know, I should probably change that. But anyways, carburetor, it's pretty identical. Like, it's pretty close. And turn it up to the top here. It's the same as that carburetor. So give me just a second. I'll be right back. Okay, so reconnect that. There's a little tab on one side that only lets it go in one way, so pay attention to that. And then now do everything I just showed you backwards and connect everything in the right spots. Spring goes in the little hole. Main linkage goes there. Choke linkage goes right here. So be back in just a second when all that's reconnected. So I'm back and all of it's reconnected. Like I said, spring in the little hole, linkage in the big hole. It was a little bit of a tight fit in this, but I was able to get it slid in there, and it moves freely now. If I could get it to stay in one spot, it moves freely now. Wow, it really doesn't want to show that. Oh, because I'm not holding it correctly. But anyways, it moves freely. I can't really show that. But choke, make sure you slide it back in there, and then now thread the studs back in there. Okay, so studs are threaded back in. Make sure you snug them down. Don't strip anything out. You'll know right before you strip everything out. So click. That's good. Click. So now that everything's reconnected here, all the linkages are loose, choke works. Mess with the throttle up here and see if everything, so full throttle, there, hits choke. And it seems to be going full choke like it's supposed to. So, seems to me like this is full throttle, there's tension, there's no choke, so it's doing that. So then once I go past that choke, you'll see that that thing moves and pushes on it. So it doesn't move, it's on choke, still full throttle. Go back to idle, there's really not that much tension on it at all. So, everything's hooked up correctly. It even has an adjustment here. I figured I'd mention that real quick. I'm going to hook up the gas real quick and make sure there's no leaks going into here. So I'll turn on the gas. Fuel will start flowing into here. I want to make sure it doesn't overflow and everything's good. I do believe that everything is good. Man, wish these bees would stop like messing with me. Anyways, everything looks pretty good down in there. I don't think anything's messing up. So, for now, I'm going to try to start it. See how this goes. Oh, well, should probably put my keys in it first. Just a second. Well, you know, can't make this stuff up. Everything works. Didn't even have to adjust it. So, just like that. Got myself a carburetor sent to me from Hipa. I do believe this kit isn't really that expensive. I think it's under $15. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'll try to find it and put it in the description of this video after I post it. So now, just to put everything back together, that's awesome. I cannot believe that I didn't even have to adjust it or anything. But there you go. Ran just fine, worked just fine. These bees are really making me mad. I think everything's good down in there. So yeah, that's it. Now, I'm going to get this tube put back on with the two 7/16 nuts, and I'll be right back again, because this video is already getting too long. Once again, make sure they're snug and not going to fall apart. You can check these again if you want, but I didn't take any of that off. I just slid everything off this way. So remember to put your clamp back up here. Oh, if I get a good grip on it right there. And also, out of context, but some free ancient snap-on pliers that I got at a yard sale. They were there for $2, and I bought like a whole bunch of other yard equipment and tools and stuff, and they're like, you know what, just take those for free. I'm like, alright, sweet. So yeah, pretty old, cool snap-on stuff. Anyways, I think snap-on stuff is overpriced, but like, you know, it's cool I got that for free. So, now, don't forget this screw up here. I believe now, set the shroud back up on here. You know, you can clean all this stuff while it's off, if you'd like, but I'm not going to, because I don't have a reason to clean it yet. And until that day, I'm not going to clean it, even though I should. Okay, so that's not in its spot. need to get that up in here situated with the thing. So I'll be right back once that heat shield guard is back up where it's supposed to be. There, I got it all back in there correctly. So now all I got to do, my 4 bolts back in and that little screw. So put those back in where they came from. Before I forget, I'm going to try to put this screw back in here if I can actually do it. So really quick recap here. Short bolts go in the front, long bolts go in the back. Remember to make sure all these are snug and everything. Make sure everything's good. Don't forget to put your filter back in and the cover, and that's it. So Hipa, good job again. Good quality product. See you guys in another video. Like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.